pleasant day to all of you. This is the second part of our video about bandaging. Okay? So, I'll give you a recap of what we had on the part 1. On the part 1, we have bandaging of the head and bandaging of the arms and cover bandage and some immobilization bandage. Okay, so we have now, and I'm going to show you how to put a bandage on the injury of the eye. So we need a bandage, your regular triangular bandage plus your cup, a clean cup. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is make a donut. It's just like a ring. Okay. So, one in and one out. So, we have a donut. Then, you have to place your cup inside. Should be a clean cup. This is the one you're going to place on the eyes of the victim. But you have to close the other eye because we have a sympathetic movement of the eyes. If one eye moves to the left, the other eye moves also going to the left. Now, after putting this, you have to tie this at the back using a square knot. I hope you have followed on it. So the steps. First, you have to make a donut or make a little small hole wherein the cup will enter to it. You have to put it on the injured eye. Okay, so we take it off. Let's go to the injured shoulder. There are two ways to put an injured shoulder. First, if you have a wound on top of the shoulder, you have to place the center of your cravat there, right on the shoulder. So you need your dressing, you put it on the wound, and then apply compression. Tie it over there, and then towards the other side. So, tie this with a square knot. Okay. The next one is for dislocation. For dislocation of the shoulder, you have to put this there on the armpit or at the axilla. Like this. Then, make a figure of 8. Like that. And then, tie it on the other side. At the armpit also. So, this one is hold or immobilized. Okay. This time, we're going to make a sling. So, you have to open your bandage, triangular bandage. Okay? So, you get the apex and one end of the sides. Tie it here. Tie at the back. Be sure it's secure. Use always a square knot. Okay. So, if this is the injured hand, you let the patient hold it and then put it like this. Now, get the other side and then make a loop like this. And then tie it at the back. So it will hold. Okay? And therefore, you have a sling. Now, I'll show you at the back part. Turn around. This is what the back looks like. Now I'm going to show you how to bandage an injured hand. So we call this an open palm. Okay, so open palm. You put the bandage there, or you place your dressing at the center where the injury is. Then place your bandage at the center. Apply pressure. Okay. Now, when you are applying this, be sure you have to put it away from the wrist so you could take the pulse. Okay, so one end there, one end here, and then the other end going here. And then tie it at the center where there is the injury, so you could apply pressure. Always tie it with a square knot. Be sure to make it clean. Keep all those sides inside. Okay, now we call this a closed fist injury. So you must have a bandage which is round. There. Put it at the center and tell your model or your patient to close the fist like this. Okay, the technique here is easy. You have to put the bandage at the center and then there. How easy? Okay. A, one there, and then B on the other side. So you can see it's crossing. And then B again. And then A. It's just like kung ano yung una nyong iniikot, yun ang huli nyong iikot. Yung pangalawa, twice mong iikot. Then you have to tie it at the center. There. With the square knot again. Now, as you can see, open pa rin ang wrist. So I could take the pulse. Now, to check whether your bandaging is not too tight, you have to let the thumb out. We call this capillary refill. So there, the thumb is out. Pinch it. Count 1001, 1002, and then release. So it's pink, and therefore there is circulation. I'll show you again. There and there. The technique 1-2-2-1 or ABBA. Get it? Now, on injuries of the hips, all you have to do is, like on the shoulder, you have to put it here and then make an X here or the figure of 8. We call this, if there is a wound, you have to place a dressing. Now, you have to make a figure of 8 and then you have to tie it here inside. Okay? You get it? So, after tying, there. It is securing. Now, on the other hand, if you have to immobilize the part, you have to put this here at the center. And then, figure of 8, and then tie it here. Be sure your bandage is big. Kasi kung maliit, hindi magkakasya sa pasyente or sa model natin. So, this is how you do the figure of 8. Okay? Put your arms up. Ayan. This is the figure of 8. Okay, now, let's go to the injury of the knees. When we have the injuries of the knees, kaya din ang elbow. Meron tayong flex and straight. Okay. So, pag flex, you have to put it at the center. There. And then, one side here, the other side there. Always adjacent. And then tie at the back para naka-flex or nakaliko. Okay, be sure it's not too tight or not too loose. Okay, now I'll show you the back. Let's try this with a screw. Okay, so naka-flex yan. May dapat dito lang ng tuwid diretso isa. Ay, kaya. Okay. Nahihirapan sila. So, nakaliko. Okay? Sige, sit down. Upo. Upo ka. Okay. So, if it is flex, it is on the back. If it is straight, same technique, but the tie should be at the patella. There. You should tie it there para straight. So, tie it there to keep the legs straight. So, tie it with the square knot. There. So, to keep the legs straight. Get it? Cut. Good. Now, let's go to the injury of the foot. Usually, we have sprains in the foot. Okay. So, there are two ways. The other one is shoe on and the other one is shoe off. On shoe on, you have to place it here. And then, make a X. Tie it and put both bandages at the back to secure it. And then, you could tie it there. That is to hold. That is shoe on. Now, the other technique is shoe off. Shoe off is different. Shoe off, have to make the bandage like this and then put it on top. Okay, and then under and then at the back. And then tie it here. Okay, now, to secure the hold, you have to put another loop at the under the foot and then tie it above. So, this is secured. Okay, and so that is the part 2 of our bandaging techniques from the eyes going to the foot. I hope you have learned something from us. And always be safe. Thank you very much.